I came from dealer all the way to here.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys responded well to their season-opening loss, winners a week ago. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Check in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 21 carries, 94 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Gets it quickly out wide to Thornton. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. From the gun, it's Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
And the Falcon first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Hey, look at this Packers defense. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down at 7. Play action. Now it's Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's more on the return. 6-yard return after a punt on 48. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Come on, set. Yellow, 43, yellow, 1. Set.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. The Packers at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 10 carries, 83 yards.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has the 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers. If the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
Counter play with Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
2nd down and 6 now.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow, 22.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And he's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
That's interference. Defense.
So the PI decline, and that'll give them a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
Here we go. Ready?
Jacobs. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Trey Smack now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Great stop by Devontae Wyatt, breaking through the line and stopping it cold. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking to pass. Tua. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Devontae Wyatt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who played best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
2nd and 10. Love looking to throw it. That's taken in by Watson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
Yellow, 43. Right,
Here's Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Jacobs going to try the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Brings up second and goal.
From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Greenbay touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Smack now for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense set to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
First down, Atlanta.
Tua sets up to pass it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
48-yard line. A gain of 5. First down, Falcons.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Here's Tua. Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
56 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
46-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Lloyd. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
On the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
At the 47-yard line.
Final play of the half. Love. Pressure comes and down he goes. So halftime is upon us. But no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And down he'll go at the 25. So here are the Packers now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw now, here's Love. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there on 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 33, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Ready. Yellow, 43.
Up the middle they go. It's Lloyd. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. Working out of the gun. Love. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marshawn Lloyd, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0.
Falcons, nothing.
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Falcons offense and running back Bijan Robinson set to take over once more. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. To the air, Penix. Pass right side, caught by Thornton. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Returning it is Moore. A good return there, 17 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Another drive coming up for this Packers offense. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Withstanding that time from Keanu Benton. Got in there and hit him for a loss.
At the 40-yard line.
Play action this time with Love. That one caught downfield by Watson. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Come on, set, strike, block 40. Ready?
Now a give to Jacobs running right. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
33, yellow. Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. Lloyd. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the 1st down on that one?
45, white.
Right back to him. Now the ball comes loose. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Blue, 32. Ready.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 91 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. With that run, double-check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marshawn Lloyd, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Snack now for the PAT.
Extra point.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Score, Packers 28.
So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper.
Trace back to kick off for Green Bay.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Atlanta regains possession of the football. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. Take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
He'll take this to the 46. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Here's Penix. That is caught. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
So they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Packers, it's a
Come on! Come on! What y'all really want? What y'all really want? DMX! Come on, ride off! Hey yo, what's my name? DMX, and I be the best. You see the rest? They looking like they need a rest. One more time! I'ma spit at you some hits that's gonna get at you and be messing with your mind. Stop talking quick, cause you out there running your mouth, really don't know who you with. Here we go again. How many times do I have to tell you rap cats I have no friends? You still acting up, running around here like some brand new chicken that's about to get game. Don't stop, I'm still getting down for whatever, whenever. That's why this joint is hot. Can't keep it real. Now, some of us do, but most of us don't. That's just how a brother feels. I said, for my people that'll keep you looking see-through if ever you try to creep through. DM, cause if you want it, we got it, come and get it, play it, we with it. All you gotta do is set it, baby. Ride off, what y'all really want? What y'all really want? DM, cause if you want it, we got it, come saw that kid? It's the last time you see that kid, Black. No, more. In a minute, you're gonna have grandma being the only family member. Bust. But I'm always down for the one-on-one. Dog, life. We gonna get to the bottom.
Oftentimes, we see teams move on from their starting running back after one contract, but not here. One team has agreed to a new deal to keep one of the best backs in the game right where he is.
They be holding figures as big as jiggers. That's them. Don't they know that around me talking about what you got will get you? I'm not a nice person. Sit out you twice, dog, and that's before I start cursing. I stay flipping. 1 minute I'm cool, the next minute I'm up on you money. That's my style. I'm a pretty dog. Leave you off, dog service with a smile. My. Catch that in the jail before know that it's about to get thick. Let's get it on, baby. Gonna be going against 4 people in one. And you think you crazy? I lost my mind. And I'm about to make you yours too from far away one time. You got this one and we got it. Come and get it, player, we with it. All you gotta do is set it, baby. Ride on. What I really want. What I really want. You got this one and we got it. Come and get it, player, we with it. All you gotta do is set it, baby. Ride on. What I really want. What I really want.
Bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth.
Come on.
Bring 'em out.
Hey.
Bring 'em out.
Yeah.
Bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Both feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, hit before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in the shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling.
Bring 'em out.
Hey, all my hot girls yelling.
Bring 'em out.
Hey, all the dope boys yelling.
Bring 'em out.
Front the back gate yelling. I'm a kid with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by I'm moving the bricks. You talk about now we're doing it, prick. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I caught the thrown down hard, talk career with a shine. I got some time, they ain't I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling.
Bring 'em out.
Hey, all my hot girls yelling.
Bring 'em out.
Hey, all the dope boys yelling.
Bring 'em out.
Hey, front the back gate yelling.
Bring 'em out.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do when you show up on the scene? What is you drew? You and your friend and play a little 2 on 2. If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I gotta get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show 'em this ain't the squad or a sucker to test. Pimp, but too large and we way too fresh. Work well with. And quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we be standing in your front yard yelling.
Bring 'em out.
Hey, all my hot girls yelling.
Bring 'em out.
Hey, all the dope boys yelling.
Bring 'em out.
Hey, front the back gate yelling.
Bring 'em out.
Hey, front yard yelling.
Bring 'em out.
Hey, all my hot girls yelling.
Bring 'em out.
Hey, all the dope boys yelling.
Bring 'em out.
Hey, front the back gate yelling.
Bring 'em out.
Oh.
bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
You just heard the sound of the king of the South. T.I. I go by the name of Swiss Beats the Monster. I need y'all to rewind this and play this from the top.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
We
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Diamond shining off my grill like a flashlight. If you watching me, you wrong. Need to get your cash right. No, little boy, you wrong. You get caught, you get light. And if it's guys catch you sleeping, you get high price to go viral for that Instagram. Car beam, take your life in an instant, man. Round Swiss cheese, mama, whole residence. And you right here riding in the hood like the president. Need to repent, cause you bout to get dealt with. Little cousin gang. Man, he felt it. 50 guys, 50, you gon' need some help quick. Not breaking bread with your brothers, very selfish.
The game ain't the same, man. These streets ain't got no rules now. Head on a swivel, gotta watch the way you move around. Trusting all this, you done sent out your load. Now you face down on the floor. She done got you. Hope you learn that everything that glitters ain't gold.
Keep it on your everyday, cause the game got switched. You can't go back where you stay, cause the game got switched. OGs went to jail and the lames got rich. Somewhere along the way, man, the game got switched. Keep it on your everyday, cause the game got switched.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach, he's got his defense firing on all cylinders right now. They're coming off a shutout victory their last time out. Across from him on the Bucs sideline, Todd Bowles. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018 from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
You look at this Packers defense. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
Play fake. Mayfield. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
You could really see him work those progressions after the defense took away his first option. And that's easier said than done, especially when you aren't in the flow of the game yet. That's the kind of decision-making they're going to need all game long.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Mayfield. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Joey Bosa in on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 9. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 36. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Baker going to give it to Irving. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Shoves him aside. Mayfield showing he can be fleet of foot, picking up the first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and his early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's sharp. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bucs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
Coaches talk all the time about taking care of the football, and Jordan Love does exactly that. Had a career-low 6 interceptions last season. Now he's seeking consistency all the way through. He's nails down the stretch. How about coming out of the gate?
First carry for Josh Jacobs. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Up the middle they go. It's Lloyd. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. When you look at this defense, they come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. all signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was third down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to first down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a first down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
He'll complete this one to Watson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Christian Watson.
Second and a couple.
Out of bounds at the 50-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Now a handoff up the middle. Lloyd. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This pass complete to Melton. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. The Packers hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they've got to be pleased with the start of this season, obviously.
Yeah, and you're talking about 3 good quality wins. It's got people in the locker room excited, not overly so, but that quiet confidence is starting to build. They're starting to believe that this could be their year if they stay on track.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle they go. It's Lloyd. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
19 yards. And a Packer first down.
Now Love. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Now a handoff up the middle. Lloyd. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And it's 3rd down.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Love from the gun on 3rd down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Vita Vea drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. On his Trey Smack now for the Packer field goal. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Buccaneers offense heading out. You see their offensive coordinator, Zach Robinson. His guys have the first half lead here as they try to find some ways to attack this defense. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Going across the formation, there's Otten with it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Throwing, Mayfield. That's caught. Emeka Buka. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A run up the middle with Irving. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
A gain of 22 more yards. That's another Buccaneers 1st down.
Irving. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Bucky Irving, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run?
McLaughlin now to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Lloyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
First down, Packers.
Love looking to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Lloyd. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Short throw caught by Bowers. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Love from the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first.
And the Packer first down.
Here's Love. That's to the left side where he's got Bowers. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
At the 4-yard line.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Lloyd going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Trey Smack now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Tampa Bay offense set to go again. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Mayfield to throw it. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. And now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
To throw, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Mayfield with it once more. Looking deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And bulldozing his way through. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First down, Packers.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 6. Up the middle they go. It's Lloyd. And this will be a Packers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
First down, Green Bay.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So halftime straight ahead it is. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Now a handoff up the middle. Lloyd. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Open man down the field. It's Bowers. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Eyes the crossing route and hits Watson. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Lloyd. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Jacobs. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs with a 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get just a yard on the scramble in 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Mayfield down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And he lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
Now Mayfield. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. And he'll be taken down, but not before. Enemy territory. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
Mayfield now from the 50. This is caught by McMillan. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line.
12 yards.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. Oh, he's got Ibuka. That's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ibuka, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. McLaughlin now to kick this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down, Green Bay.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Love now. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Lloyd. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yaya Diaby got in there behind the line and dropped him for a loss on the play. Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, it's Lloyd. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marshawn Lloyd. A 23-yard run. And the Packers have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd.
And here on 3rd down, your #1 goal, don't be a hero, just get the 1st down. But here, once he gets past the line of scrimmage, the field opens up for him, and he's able to take it right up the gut and into the end zone.
Snap now for the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21.
So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And a long run there in the end to top it off.
Trace back to kick off for Green Bay.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and Baker Mayfield set to take over once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him. And he'll look to keep it rolling right here. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Mayfield now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
At the 43-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Irving. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Mayfield looks to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Here's Riley Dixon now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I think we all suspected that they were going back there after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Well, this crowd into it now, 3rd and 2. Throwing, Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Nice, well coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
They'll run on 1st down. Lloyd. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Love. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Up the middle they go. It's Lloyd. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Here's 2nd down. Jacobs going to try the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. Love looking to throw it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Here we go. 1st and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. 53.
Here's Jacobs. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Smack now for the PAT. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Well, they had one final chance here on the kick return, but no chance on the other side that they were going to let him navigate all the way to the end zone, Charles. And that ends up being the final play in this one.
Yeah, you're right about that. Special teams coaches, they spend a lot of time working on these types of situations, and they go over every crazy possibility that can happen in this situation. They were able to cover successfully and end the game.
So for Green Bay, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll head back home next week